All right. LDBC, this is your boy, the Coach live on the Coach Show, live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Retro KG. He asked me to speak on the Shadeur Sanders situation that's going on in Cleveland. And guys, if you want me to speak on a topic, you can definitely email me, okay? Or you can leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see it. The email is 100% chance that I probably will see it. Sometimes in the comment section, some of the comments disappear, and it could be due to some of my moderators. But either way, if you leave it, I'll definitely get it, and I'll speak on it. Okay, so let me go ahead and speak on the situation. Now, from the outside, I want to be totally honest with y'all. From the outside, this doesn't look like racism from the outside. If you don't know much about football, let's say if you just come into football and you just watch an NFL, okay, you look at all the 32 teams and you go, oh, okay, I want to watch some football. And what you'll discover is that there are a lot of black quarterbacks in the NFL, or there's more than one, okay? When I say a lot, there's more than one. So here's the thing, though. How can the Kevin Stefanski, Shadeur Sanders, how can this be about race? Now, do I think Kevin Stefanski is actually racist? No, I don't. With Kevin Stefanski, I think that he never wanted Shadeur. That's what I think about Kevin Stefanski. I don't think he wanted Shadeur in the first place. But I think the owner, okay, the owner was the one that actually wanted, or it was the general manager that wanted Shadeur. But me personally, I don't think Kevin Stefanski even wanted Shadeur Sanders. And he has always went along with Dillon Gabriel. That's who he wanted. Okay? That's who he wanted. Kevin Stefanski wanted a guy who can maintain the offense, not turn the ball over. That's what he wanted. Guys, if you look at Dillon Gabriel, that's what the hell he did in college. Okay, Dillon Gabriel wasn't this great. He wasn't like an outstanding quarterback. He wasn't like a horrible quarterback in college. But he wasn't outstanding. Okay, he wasn't like wowing you like, oh man, Dillon Gabriel, man, look at that Dillon Gabriel play. No, that's not what he was doing. Okay, Dillon Gabriel isn't going to turn the ball over very much, but your offense is going to be pretty stagnant. Okay, if you had like an average offense, Dillon Gabriel can win. Okay, if the defense has an average defense, Dillon Gabriel can probably win. But when the defenses are above average, okay, that's when Dillon Gabriel, he's going to have a hard time winning. Because the problem with Dillon Gabriel is he can't throw the ball down the field with accuracy. Can't do it. Okay? He can throw a lot of checkoffs. Okay, he can throw like screens and 5-yard slants here and there. And maybe every now and then, if he get lucky, he'll throw a 10-yard pass. But Dillon Gabriel has not shown the ability to throw that ball down the field. And I know some of you still thinking, well, Coach, how is this about race? Well, it has nothing to do with Kevin Stefanski. See, let's think bigger. Let's think a lot bigger. Because Kevin Stefanski, he's a cog in the wheel. Okay? Let's not think about the GM. He black. And also, he's just a cog in the wheel. See, we're talking about the NFL machine. We're talking about this big machine called the NFL. And see what happened, and I'm going to tell y'all. Deion Sanders. See, this is about Deion Sanders. It's not even about Shadeur. It's about Deion Sanders. And folks, I don't care what you say. People don't want guys like Deion Sanders and Shadeur Sanders exuding confidence. They don't like it. Guys, think about it. I've even made videos where I was confident in a fighter. I was confident. Like I had gotten like 5 picks right in a row, and I was confident. Do you know, okay, that somebody came to my channel and started laying a barrage of racist comments to me? Now, it wasn't even because I said anything. All I did was pick fighters. When you're dealing with racism, they don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you confident. See, this is a buck breaking of Shadeur Sanders. Guys, it's a public one. And people don't want to call it that because people don't want to say the R word, right? People don't want to say racist. It's a buck breaking. They're trying to buck break this guy. They're trying to ruin his confidence. They're trying to do everything they can to deter this young man from thinking that he's got a shot in the NFL. Guys, think about this. When in the hell do you physically outplay somebody in college? All the years you were in college, even when you had a losing season, you still outplayed this person who had this high-powered offense in Dylan Gabriel. You outplayed this guy. In every phase of football as a quarterback, you outplayed him. And this guy starts ahead of you? This guy has never been a better quarterback than you, ever. I want y'all to let that sink in for a while. Seriously. And I can't say Stefanski is a racist because Deshaun Watson was his black quarterback. It's not that. He never wanted Shadeur. Now, the real racist is the NFL. You see, they want to shut him up. They don't want him to exude confidence. They don't want him to. Because if he does, well, now you're going to start a wave. Now you're going to start a wave of black player confidence. And then they're going to start exuding it. And then they're going to stop saying the typical, hey, I'm thankful for my teammates, man. You know, hey, we did a good job. No! These black players, they're going to start saying, I can be the best. I can be the best linebacker in the league. I can be the best running back in the league. I know that I got the capability to be the best quarterback in the league. I know that I can be the best offensive tackle in the league. I know that I can be the best pulling guard in the league. I know that I can be the best nose guard. I know that I can be the best linebacker. I know that I can be the best safety in the league. I know if Deion Sanders was the greatest cornerback in the world, I know that I can live up to his expectations. I know that I can be that great. You see, the NFL, they don't want these black players talking like that. They don't want that. And it's funny, right? It's funny, you know, how Cam Shadeur, when he was coming out of Arizona, okay? White guy, you know, really good running back. And Cam Shadeur outright said, I am the best running back in this class. And they'd be stupid not to draft me in the first round. They'd be stupid. Bro, Cam Shadeur exuded confidence out the wazoo. The man was exuding so much confidence. I know I'm the best running back. Can't nobody catch better than me out the backfield. Can't nobody hit the hole better than me. I'm just a great running back. And any team that gets me, they better be prepared. This Cam Shadeur. And I said, get the hell out of here. What's different about Shadeur and what Shadeur said and then what Cam Shadeur said? That didn't affect his draft stock, did it? That didn't affect his draft stock. It did not affect Cam Shadeur's draft stock. Guys, it's about race. It is about race at the NFL level. At the Cleveland Browns level, I don't think Kevin Stefanski is a racist. I don't get that. Okay? I don't get that from him. But I do know that this is a public buck breaking by the NFL. And see, I think the owner, Jimmy Haslam, I think deep down, like, he wants Shadeur to play. He wants Shadeur to play. Because, see, they're getting some of that Shadeur money. They're getting some of that Shadeur money. I mean, them damn jersey sales. Okay, the rumors are that, you know, the jersey sales did $250 million in Shadeur jerseys. Okay, so, I mean, he getting some of that jersey money. So now what? Now what? I mean, he Jimmy Haslam making that damn money on Shadeur. But from what I've heard that I heard that, you know, Coach Prime, Jimmy Haslam, and Shadeur, they sat down and they had dinner. Okay? Like, probably about a month ago is what I heard. And I'm pretty sure they were discussing Shadeur's role. Now, a lot of you probably saying, well, why don't Jimmy Haslam just fire Kevin Stefanski and put Shadeur in there? Well, okay. For an owner to fire a head coach, right? A lot of times you guys see, you know, head coaches just getting fired. They're getting fired. Well, honestly, the firing process was happening a long time before you heard about it on TV. You guys just don't know about it, you know, how the NFL and how these things work. The contracts are very ironclad. And so a lot of times if an owner just wants to fire a coach on the fly, they're going to have to pay a lot of money to get that coach out of there. And some NFL owners, they're willing to do it, and some they not. Okay, some they not. I can guarantee you. And from what I've heard anyway, okay, I'll just tell you this, okay? From what I've heard, I heard that Jimmy Haslam is working on, like they've already been behind the scenes working on trying to get Kevin Stefanski out of his contract so they can get him out of there. This is what I heard. And I'm going to say allegedly, okay? I'm going to say allegedly, right? Because, YouTube, they always try to come at you. And, I don't want nobody coming at me saying, Coach said he's finna get fired. Well, I'm just saying allegedly, okay? Allegedly, they're trying to get Kevin Stefanski out of that contract. They're trying to get him the hell out of Cleveland. This is what I heard, okay? And you want to know, well, who your sources? Okay, when it happened, never question my sources. In the MMA world, when I told you something was going to happen in the MMA world, it happened. People question my sources all the time, and I'm like, okay. When it happens, just come back here and kiss the ring. You come back here and you kiss the ring when I tell you that they're working on trying to get Stefanski out. And they're trying to get his ass out of there before the year's over. They're trying to get Kevin Stefanski ass out of here before the year's over. It's really hard because then, sometimes some of these contracts you can go to court. And there's a clause in there like where the owner, you got to let the coach do the job. And it may be one of those contracts where Jimmy Haslam, he can't really interfere in the operations of the team. He can't interfere too much in the day-to-day operation of the team. See, they may have signed one of those type contracts where the head coach has control of who plays in the game and who doesn't. And people are saying, well, why don't Jimmy Haslam get him out of there? Well, don't worry. Trust me. They're working on that. They're working on trying to get him out of there. And see, here's the thing, too. Even if Kevin Stefanski said, okay, I'm going to put Shadeur in my opinion, I don't even want him playing for Stefanski. I don't. Because he going to give him a fucked up offensive scheme. Okay, going to put him in there. And it's going to be an offensive scheme designed for Dillon Gabriel. And he probably going to go in there and mess it up anyway. But then again, I don't know, because Shadeur, he's a baller, man. He's a baller. And he's one of those guys that he's going to find a way to win. He's going to find a way to throw that ball down the field. But anybody with a dumb eye can see that the Cleveland Browns, they need to put Shadeur in the game. They need to put him in, number one, and let's talk about it not from a race standpoint, but from a skill set standpoint. They need to put him in because Shadeur Sanders, he's going to throw that ball down the field. This boy been doing checkoffs since he was 7 years old. Okay, he's been doing checkoffs since he was 7 years old. He's been doing audibles since he was 7. Okay? The guy understands the quarterback position. Shadeur Sanders has had some of the best mentors growing up to help him understand the quarterback position. You got to understand how Shadeur dad Coach Prime, how he thinks. Okay? He's going to get his son the best of the best. I mean, he went out and got Tom Brady to help Shadeur understand how to be a good quarterback. And Tom Brady mentored Shadeur for years. Years this man learned under Tom Brady. Shadeur Sanders is ready. Okay, he was ready for the NFL before he even got to the NFL. He was ready. You just give Shadeur Sanders a quality offensive line and watch him go to work. Y'all see what he did in the preseason when you put him in there with the first team. What does Shadeur do, man? I mean, the guy balled out. You put Shadeur in there. Hell, you ain't got to put him in with the first team running. Excuse me. You ain't got to put him in there with the first team running back. You don't have to put him in there with the first team wide receivers. Just put Shadeur Sanders in there with the first team offensive line. Give this man adequate blocking and you watch this guy ball out. Even with lower end receivers, you watch the guy ball out. How much you want to bet this guy will ball out? Because see, currently what the Cleveland Browns are doing with Dillon Gabriel, it's not working. I mean, the man threw up, 35 passes and only threw like 156 yards. And you can see, like, you got wide receivers, man, they're frustrated. They're frustrated. Wide receivers are extremely frustrated. Like, you got Jerry Jeudy, man. He's not a short route receiver. Okay, that guy is a long bomb receiver. And Jerry Jeudy frustrated. If you want to keep it 100. Jerry Jeudy frustrated. Because the boy can't get the ball down the field. Can't get it down the field. And Jerry Jeudy is one of those receivers he can catch. I know Jerry Jeudy got a bad rap when he was in Denver. I know he did. But he's under this new system, man. And him and Shadeur Sanders, they work out together after practice all the time. People ain't know that. Jared Judy and Shadeur Sanders, they work out. Jared Judy run those routes, Shadeur Sanders get him the ball. I guarantee you, Jared Judy numbers will go up and he'll be the receiver that he was supposed to be if they can get Shadeur Sanders in that game. It's crazy. Dylan Gabriel can't never find Jared Judy. And there's many plays where Jared Judy wide open down the field. But Dylan Gabriel don't throw the ball down the field. Folks, Dylan Gabriel is an average quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. Folks, that's just what it is. But see, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Before Kevin Stefanski even let before he even let Shadeur even play, something got to happen. Every single quarterback in that locker room, even on the practice field, got to be injured. Okay, everybody. That's the only way he'll let Shadeur play. That's it. Because honestly, they keep talking about Bailey Zappi. They keep talking about him moving back up from the practice squad to be the number 2 quarterback. I believe it. I believe it. Because Kevin Stefanski, it's a personal thing. He doesn't like Shadeur. He can get up there and tell you everything he want to tell you. He can tell you it's all about the team and, he just want all his players to develop. That's not it, man. It's a personal thing. He don't like Shadeur. He's not a fan of Shadeur. He doesn't like the guy. That's just what it is. And then I start wondering, why in the hell, why won't they just trade this dude? Just trade him. Get him the fuck out of Cleveland. Get him out. Get him out of Cleveland. Why won't they just trade the guy? I don't understand. Just trade him. You don't want to play him. You don't want to utilize the guy. You know the damn guy is better than the quarterback you have. Everybody in your locker room, they're telling you to put the guy in the game, but that's not what you want to do. They're telling you put this guy in the game. They're telling you get him in the game because he's a quarterback that's going to take chances. He's not going to be afraid of throwing a pick. He's going to look down that field to spread that ball out. Shadeur Sanders, he's going to spread that offense out. That's what he's going to do. Come on, man. Come on. This, at this point in time, is getting ridiculous. We already know what the play is. We know what the play is. Okay? Keep the confident black man on the bench. Because they know, damn well, they get Shadeur in the game, and if Shadeur Sanders get in that game and ball out, they're not going to be able to stop his popularity. Hell, this man, the third string, he was a 5th round pick. This man is getting more coverage than any other quarterback in the NFL. I mean, y'all let that sink in. He's getting more coverage than any other quarterback in the NFL. That's crazy. That's crazy. But he's popular. And see, you can't stop it. Okay, Shadeur Sanders can back it up. That's the thing.